Hey everybody, Mariko Curry here, bringing you a Let's Look At video. Something kind of new I might be doing for a little while, at least until I get the next couple betas of the My No.9. But yeah, for any backers that have helped kickstart or like pretty much donated to the Kickstarter for My No.9, whoever has donated at least $80 or up would get beta access to My No.9. And I think it was like 4 days ago, since the time of this recording, that they released the beta to all backers that have, well, like I said, had beta access to the game. The only version that they have released for the beta is Steam, and they're not going to be planning to release any betas for any other systems, which is a good thing and a bad thing for me. Actually, I will tell a funny story about how I got this beta and such, but first off, let's just take a look at, let me just show off what we have so far in this first build of the beta of My No.9. So first off, there's obviously an exit button, the most important part of My No.9. System options, and even though this is just only the Steam version, there's a lot of options here. I'm guessing it's only for the Steam version, or at least like the PC version of the game, but I'm hoping that they actually do have a lot of options for the console ports of these games. I know that a lot of these mostly are for PC kind of settings, but if they but one thing that a lot of console ports of or any just console games need is like a lot of options. So I'm hoping that they will include a lot of options into the console and or handheld ports of this game. But yeah, a lot of these are already set to their best settings, at least for quality. I'm not gonna change anything because I don't want to mess. I want to get the full experience of like how the game is gonna look at the when it's officially released. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. This one also has your voice, sound effects, and background music. Though one of these options are kind of pointless right now. And then there's calibration. I tried playing this game with my Super Nintendo controller, but it does not work. You actually do need a controller with analog sticks and or it being a Xbox controller. So hopefully you have one of those, because I don't, but luckily my Logitech controller counts as a controller, or at least a 360. Anyways, let's head back. There's also a tips button, but there's actually something that's kind of pointless. Let me just show you real quick. You can see that they give you a bunch of options, like telling you how to use the controls, how the gameplay works, and such. Actually, let me take a look at one of those real quick, because I remember not understanding one of them. Here we go. Number 3 is defense boost. Okay, that's what it was. Alright. Alright, so, new game. Military base. Military base abandoned quite some time ago. It should be empty, but... Beck, I'm detecting several readings ahead. Proceed with caution. Proceed? Proceed. That's what happens when I have to read fast. I end up messing up some words. That is one thing right off the bat that I notice about this game, or at least like something that they should probably fix in the future, is speed up the, or not speed up, slow down, or make the dialogue boxes last a bit longer. Because I can't really read that fast when it shows up. Hey now, what's going on? Those are clearly combat robots. Looks like they have abandoned part with some ruse, even though the government's... see? Number 5, could it be that... What could you be planning? So yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard for me to read all that that fast, especially while I'm trying to play. Even if I wasn't reading it like out loud, it would probably still be hard for me to actually read it that quickly. So let me get to a safe spot so I can discuss, talk about Beck's new controls here. I think this next area is going to be safe. Oops. Okay. Alright, so, first off, as you already know, this is supposed to be a spiritual successor to Mega Man. So obviously the jumping and shooting is still available as expected, and not only that, but also incorporate some ideas from Mega Man X, being able to dash. But what's actually cool about this game is that it actually incorporates the dash mechanic into your combat, instead of having just to be something that can help you maneuver. Granted, you're still able to use it as a maneuvering option to dash around enemies and such, but you can also it's also implemented into your combat as well. One thing that you'll find about my No.9, or at least Beck, is that he cannot actually charge shot. So you're pretty much bare bones with having to only fire regular shots. At least in this beta so far that I know of, you can only shoot regular shots for now. There are different types of options that you can take out of this game depending on what enemies you face. The way how you combat enemies is that when you fire at them, they begin to start glowing squares, and that's supposed to be their Zexals. What happens is that what you're supposed to do is to dash into them to absorb the Zexals. And depending on how fast you dash into them as soon as they destabilize, gives you not only the amount of Zexals that you'll absorb, but also the increase your score. And yeah, this game goes by Mega Man 1, where you actually do have a score. There's probably going to be some sort of implemented leaderboard kind of feature when the game is finally released, so that's probably why the score is implemented here. At the top of the screen, you can see that the health bar has changed from the Comcept design to being a standard, instead of like a vertical health bar like Mega Man, my No.9's health bar is now horizontal. If you can see right below his health bar, you can see a icon that looks like a diamond with a Roman symbol 1. These are your health stocks. Basically, they're in the form of E-tanks. If I remember correctly, health stock 1, there's two different types of health stock, and you can only hold 2 at a time. There's health stock 1, which only gives you, like, I believe 50% of your health back, and health stock 2, which gives you all your health back. Now, the way you gain these health stocks as well as your power-ups is by dashing into enemies with certain color Zexals. Blue ones, they don't do anything, but enemies that have red Zexals, they'll give you the offense boost, which basically gives you the ability to shoot through walls like Mega Man's ability or Proto Man's ability in the Mega Man series. But know this, when you actually gain the Zexals, they are only given to you for a limited amount of time. As you can see, there's a little counter on the top of Beck's head, and shows how long that ability is going to last. There's only 4 types of Zexal power-ups, and one of them you don't actually see in a certain color, and that is the health stock one. The health stock power-ups only happen at depending on certain enemies. I believe either it's because of how many enemies you take out, or the certain enemies that you defeat. Getting back to the power-ups, green Zexal power-ups give you the ability to run faster. Red Zexal power-ups give you a much more stronger buster, well, not buster, but cannon, that lets you shoot right through enemies and right through walls. Yellow Zexals, which I haven't seen yet, give you a defense boost, which basically lets you take a bit more damage. Depending on what power-up you have, you can actually rank up some good points depending on the situation. So far this game is actually pretty nice. I would talk about my first thoughts about it, but the problem is I already did that in a failed recording of these videos. The first time I tried to record this video, the game was really lagging because I had it set to full screen, and even though I shut off a lot of programs off my computer in order for it to run perfectly, the game was still lagging a lot. This game uses a lot of graphics and a lot of very detailed sprites, and well, not sprites, but models and such. Not to mention lighting effects. So it's kind of hard to for my laptop to actually take in all this stuff, especially of how much stuff I have on this laptop. I would probably need like either a gaming computer or a very powerful computer at best in order to run this game, which explains a couple things that I wanted to talk about, or like that good and bad thing about this game beta only being released on Steam. The good thing about it is that I can access this game anywhere I go, and that you know, it's a very big platform where people can actually you know, talk about it, or like experience the whole entire like full experience of Mighty No. 9, at least like from a graphical standpoint. So you can see all the graphics and, you know, just the detail it has in the game. The bad thing about it for me, at least, is that I do not have a powerful PC, so I end up ow. Whoa. Okay, that's a glitch. That's another one for the glitch book. And they're still not. And they haven't stopped turning into stopped their Zexal disruption. Whee! I'm sorry, I'm just having so much fun with this. Alright, okay, there we go. That's fixed. Alright, now I take care of that. So yeah, like, having to play this game and get, like, footage for it is kind of hard to do when I pretty much don't have a very powerful PC. Alright, one really cool mechanic or move that my No. 9 or Beck can do, I'm trying to get used to calling him Beck, is that he can, if you press the fire and jump button while pressing the R2 button, I believe, you actually do a jumping shoot maneuver, which is actually useful for getting enemies that are at a certain location that you can't really reach. I promise, looks like it's not working for this area. Ah, yeah, there was no going around that. But yeah, my previous footage did not come out really well, so I had to. Not to mention that when I was transitioning from full screen from window screen or window size at the beginning of the video, I ended up. My footage ended up getting like getting flickering constantly, so I ended up having to. So right now I'm just restarting that footage right now, so I can replace it. Okay, I can't reach that. There we go. Get through this. Oh crap! I missed that. Okay, wait a minute. I can still get this. Ah. Give me a sec. I can do this. Just gotta find the right timing. Yeah, I kind of slid off that box. Just had it. Okay, now the box is destroyed. I forgot. No, I can just only dash downward. Alright. I thought I could dash upward, but I forgot. But it's only downward. So I do know that you can dash downward, but I thought maybe using logic that you could probably dash upward. I did this before. How come I can't do it now? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. Going through the secret path, you'll find a 1-up here. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. And as you can see there are another way you can get points that I kind of discovered later on. Apparently, there will be moments where you're going to face, like, quick reaction death, or not really death, but, like, traps like these. And if you can avoid them, you actually get points for dodging that trap. Continuing on. Uh-oh. Ah, I missed him. To the top here. Now. Take care of you. Ah. Game's starting to lag a little bit. Probably due to the flashing of that, health indicator. Okay. How come I didn't grab it? I grabbed it before. What happened? There we go. Alright, going up this ladder. One thing I did notice about heading to the boss door is that there are multiple paths that you can take in order to reach the end of the stage. Like, you can either go down that bottom path where there's a bunch of enemies and mine traps, or you can go this upper path where you can just skip the whole entire section entirely. I think it's mostly for like speedrunners that if they want to find the fastest path to get to the end, instead of having to actually go through the stage completely. These little guys here, if you remember, if you are part of the, or if you're just basically seeing the concept art for My No.9, these guys are supposed to be somewhat of the mascot of the series. You know, kind of like replacing the Mets from Mega Man. They can give you a power-up and/or, well, they mostly always give you health, but they can also give you a power-up if you pick them up. Let's not shoot that. Shoot you instead. Surprisingly, their shots do not break the barrels. Oh my god. So close. The boss door was right there. Well, at least we didn't go that far back. We do still have to do this part again. Jeez, that's not a good start. You can also just straight up destroy enemies, but it's much more, since, I don't know, I kind of like the dash mechanic into the combat, so I kind of prefer actually dashing into the opponents instead of having to just completely shoot them down. Not to mention, having to shoot them down completely actually does take a bit longer than just dashing into them. So I say just dash it, use the absorb their Zexals instead of having to destroy them completely. Unless the game was built around this mechanic, so why just ignore it? There we go. Oh, and we got a health boost for that. Or at least a health stock. Those guys, they're basically the checkpoints and eddies of the game. What I mean by that is that anytime you find these kind of platforms, that's mostly going to be a checkpoint. There are going to be some checkpoints that don't have these, so don't think that just because you didn't find these, you won't return back to a certain point, or think that you're just going to return back to the beginning of the stage. But by the Eddy side of this feature is that I think if you die at least 3 times near the same obstacle, or just like not make it to the next checkpoint and die 3 times, they will show up and bring you items. At least as far as I know for this beta, that is, because I'm not sure if maybe they give you items because of the beta, so that way you can make it through the stage completely, or if they're just there in the full game and they're actually supposed to give you like extra lives, health stocks, and health boosts or power-ups. But besides that, we can now head on to battle our opponent. However, I'm going to pause the video right here real quick so that way I can refresh the footage. So I will see you guys soon. Alright, now that's taken care of. Let's head on. Oh, right. It doesn't transition unless I go right through it. So you made it this far, have you? You cur, why do you want to stop me? Those hunks of junk out there were made to fight, and fight we shall. As long as there is a battle to fight, if there is none, I shall make one. Fighting is my way of life. My number 5 battalion. Oh god, okay, there was no way of dodging that one. No, for some reason I did not turn around. I think the lag is starting to affect my controller again. This happened last time I tried to play this game, and it looks like it's starting to happen again. So as you can see on the health bar, he's not actually losing any health. Let's turn that on. Actually, it does give me full health. Apparently, I was wrong. But when he starts, yeah. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. When his Zexals start destabilizing like the enemies, you dash into him in order to absorb, or at least absorb the damage that he's taken. And by that I mean as in like pretty much confirm that he takes that much damage. Else, what happens if you don't dash into him when his Zexals are destabilized? I gotta remember that word. He basically regenerates his health, so if you don't do it quickly, he will gain all that health back that he lost. And where did my little partner go? If I die this time, I'm dead, so this is not good. Actually, I wonder. Okay, no, I can't. I was wondering if maybe I can dash back into the other room. You can actually skip the introduction, so... Ah. Okay, that was bad. The thing is that if this game was running a bit faster, I could probably actually beat him, but due to my laptop not being a supercomputer, that's not gonna happen. He should be destabilizing by now. There we go. I'm hoping I can get to show it off, but it looks like I'm not going to. Oh god, that attack gives the most damage. Alright, when he gets to half health, or at least less than half health, he will perform a super move. And I'm gonna guess that when the game is fully released, all bosses or mighty numbers will have their own super move. What he does is that he can summon that device to explode. And what happens there is that the whole entire side of that screen will have a giant explosion, and if you're anywhere in that radius, you will be damaged by it. But what doesn't really help is that if Mighty Number 5 is on the other side, he can technically kind of uphold that side and pretty much make you trapped, having to take some damage. I don't want to go through the whole entire stage again, but I will be recording some of this footage so that way I can point out some cool little features after the video is over, so to add to another video that I'm going to make. But I'm just going to cut ahead to me returning back to Mighty Number 5 so that way we can try this fight again. So I will see you guys soon. Alright, now that I'm back, let's see if we can do this. Now that I have 2 health stocks and a little bit of about halfway of health, and the phone is ringing. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm just checking my firing speed because, yeah, I went back and set the options or the settings for the game to medium graphics, or like pretty much set everything to medium. That way everything can run a bit smoother on recording, so hopefully this will help out face off against Battalion or Mighty Number 5. Oh, he got me there. Okay, time to use health stock. Alright. Hopefully the game doesn't freeze on me, because when I was playing this game off-screen, trying to test out at least the speed of the game with medium settings, the game crashed on me when I tried using a health stock, or a second health stock during the fight. So hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Now he's gonna pull off his super move, and hopefully I can dodge it. It's mostly when it stops making that sound effect, that's when he's about to attack. Well, when it's about to be fired, so be ready for that, and yeah, it's best if we just use it now. Luckily it's not crashing on me, so we're good. At least as long as I can survive this. There we go. God, that's really almost there. And back goes Super Saiyan, or performs his final smash or something, I don't know. And apparently he doesn't blow up. Apparently he absorbed the evil energy out of him? Oh, anyways, we got 95 kills, 5 combos. No, we got C rank, but I mean, I could probably have done better if the game wasn't lagging from me having to record the footage. I have played through the level again off screen without the without Camtasia on and the settings low, and I actually did go through the stage very quickly and with very minimal damage. But yeah. It's the lag that really throws me off when it comes to playing this game. So hopefully, if I don't know, by any chance I get this game on Steam, even though I'm mainly aiming to get it on the Wii U, I'm hoping there won't be lag so that way I can actually perform it well. But anyways, that's it for my number 9, as there is no other levels to actually play through. But yeah, as soon as the game, my Comcept releases an updated beta, I will keep you guys informed and post a new video when it comes out, when the new update comes out. I'll try to get it out sooner than this one, because obviously this one has been is almost like probably like 2 weeks, maybe a week. But I'm guessing it feels like it's been 2 weeks since this game has been out, so, or this beta has been out. So hopefully I'll get it out to you sooner. As for my thoughts on the beta so far, I really enjoy this the pretty much gameplay of it, the setup that they have, where they use the Mega Man X dash mechanic and turn it into a weapon, basically having to use it in your form of combat. Using original Mega Man style, you know, jumping and shooting to damage enemies, and then using Mega Man X's dash mechanic to absorb it or like destroy the enemy. And that really kind of actually kind of aims towards, I can see aiming towards speedrunners, basically having to fire at enemies at a fast speed and then just quickly tap the dash button and get right through them and just keep on going. I can see this becoming a very popular game to be speedrunning if you know what you're doing. The graphics are really nice if when it's not lagging my computer, so that's a compliment. Saying that all the graphics on this game are so beautiful and very nicely detailed. Just don't have the laptop for it. My computer cannot handle that kind of awesomeness. So I'm gonna have to play this game on medium graphics until like maybe one day I get a supercomputer, but that's gonna be for a long time. The controls are fairly well. I enjoyed it. They're not too loose, not too tight. They feel like Mega Man. I think the only thing that gets me is that the ledge grabbing in this game is kind of wonky. Like I try to dash toward. That segment where there's like a Lec-Man kind of style platforming segment. When I try to jump from both of them, like with a regular jump, I can't make it. So I try using a dash, jump and then a dash, but then I hit the ledge, but I don't grab it. I just end up falling back down. But only sometimes I end up actually grabbing it. I don't know what's causing it to do that, but hopefully it's something that I missed, or instead of something that Comcept has missed in the game. The enemy variety is actually, I can see it like a combination of Mega Man X and Mega Man Classic. The Sniper Joe style enemies, I like how you actually have to shoot them to make them open up their shield and open up their shields. But when they do that, they also fire at you, so you're just not like doing it to make them open up their shields and then just shoot them again. You actually have to shoot them, dodge their bullet, and then fire at them to oh great, I forgot the word again. To disrupt their Zexals in order to dash into them. I also love the idea of like how the point system works. Instead of just only being like how many enemies you kill, how fast you can make it to the end, you also get points for doing like some pretty amazing stuff. Off footage, I actually found out that you actually get points for pretty much using the dash to just speed through the whole entire stage. Or not the whole entire stage, but like segments of the stage. Like the segment where you're going down conveyor belts and there's those like screw enemies. The things that fire a like three-way shot. If you speed right through that, they give you a bonus called Sprinter for that. There's also for like defeating a ton of enemies in like a span of like 4 seconds or 5. There's also having dodge traps that you find and such. All I know is that this game is really good. I actually do enjoy this game, and I can't wait for it to come out. and I'm really enjoying the beta so far. It's definitely worth those $20 I added to my donation to my No.9. So, that's it for this video. If you like this video, subscribe, white little button, give me a good thumbs up review down below this video, and check out my other parts if you like this one. I will see you guys next time for when the next update of my No.9 comes out, and or my next Let's Play. So, I will see you guys later.